Welcome back, Lad, and welcome to another episode of the Bull Room. We have a real good one for you. I've had a lot of DMs about people asking how to buy Ripple XRP, what crypto's all about, and they just have a ton of questions. But I think I've kind of drawn it down to three important questions that will give you a broad idea of crypto and will give you some basic knowledge. But with that being said, what's up, AZ? How you been, bro?
Good, man.
That's
How
good.
are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, you finally back on the mic.
I'm finally back on the mic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But with that being said, check this out, bro. So I want to talk about today what is crypto, why it's important, and how to buy it. I think those are top three questions, and I think that would help some people get involved in crypto and maybe get some people to get their feet wet in crypto. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I think that's right. I think we've talked about it before.
Of course.
Not a lot of people really even know how to buy it or the right way to buy it because there's a lot of misleading ads out there and people who mislead you.
Not only that,
mislead you to wrong places.
But the spot Bitcoin, if you buy a spot Bitcoin ETF, you're not buying Bitcoin directly. So let's make that clear. You're buying into a fund that owns crypto. That's essentially what you're buying. Which, in a sense, if you're afraid of crypto, it's like it's
fine.
Beat this out, but it's a way of investing in crypto. I mean, that's what it is. It's like the most safest way without you feeling like you could risk a lot of money or like having the risk of it going to zero. So let's talk about what is crypto / blockchain technology, because the thing is that you can't think of crypto without thinking of blockchain technology. So let's talk about it. So blockchain technology is what crypto runs on, and it's quite simply a decentralized database system which allows for secure and transparent information to be shared across a network, right? And what do we mean by that, right? Essentially, it's pretty much a distributor, right? Let's say I have $5 worth of coins in this wallet, right? Wallet 10, right? And I want to transfer those $5 to wallet 20. Right, essentially the blockchain in the database allows for me to send it from wallet 10 to wallet 20, and for it to be verified for them to take out the $5 from wallet 10 and send it to wallet 20, and for it to be like, yes, it's sent. You now have $0 and you now have $5 in coins. Right. Essentially, it's just a secure network which allows for it to be transferred. And how is it decentralized? Well, it's decentralized by its nodes, its participants, or by computers that are pretty much essentially ran by people, owned by people. Right. These Bitcoin miners in the sense of Bitcoin. AZ, when you learned about blockchain technology, what kind of questions did you have, bro? That I could answer right now.
I guess one big one was who owns these ecosystems or the blockchains.
Well, they're decentralized.
So then who specifically owns them? Like, how does that work? Like, how does that whole system work of transferring? Where does it go when it transfers? Because it doesn't just go directly to wallet, right? I'm sure it goes through, but it doesn't go through a bunch of different steps, like confirming what it is, confirming who it's coming from and all that.
Well, from what I know, right, it essentially is supposed to go from one wallet to another. But it does go through the blockchain, which verifies it. So it kind of does go through like a little tunnel system, which is essentially, I think, what you're asking. Yes, it does go through a little tunnel system, which verifies everything. But as soon as it gets, so it does go through a tunnel system, but it's essentially directly, if that makes sense. Like the blockchain allows it to be a direct shot, but it goes through a couple just to confirm it and verify it.
Yeah. So those servers they're not owned by anybody specifically.
They're owned by participants of the blockchain.
Okay.
Which makes it decentralized. Like it's not what decentralized means is not owned by one company or one person. It's owned by multiple people. Okay. That essentially might not know each other.
Yeah. Well, for sure. I mean, you would want them not to know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just people all around the world.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think number two, why is it important? And, let me make this clear. Nothing I say here is financial advice. Everything here is for entertainment purposes. Let me restart that one. All right. And let's talk about why it is important. Now, this is my opinion. I want to make sure we make it known this is not financial advice. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're going to take a risk, take it at your own risk. But with that being said, why is it important, and why do I think it's important mainly, right? I think it's important because you ever sent money through Zelle, AZ?
Yeah.
Essentially, that's a form of a blockchain.
Yeah.
Essentially, just that it's centralized. That's the catch with Zelle, is that it is owned by the banks, and it's controlled by the banks, right? If the banks don't want you to send money on Zelle, they can ban you on Zelle, right? But how can you ban someone off a blockchain that is decentralized? You can't. That wallet will be able to still send send money, receive money, and for it to stay anonymous, right? While in Zelle, they know who you are, and it is being transferred from bank to bank, which is centralized. That is the main difference between crypto and Zelle. But it is important because it's financial privacy, and when it comes to living in the United States, we have the right to have privacy, right? And that's a freedom, right? You don't want the government knowing what you're spending your money on. You want the government to not know that. That's kind of private, Would you agree?
Yep.
And then let's talk about how to buy it, right? A lot of people might have concerns about how to buy it, mainly because we talk about a lot of Ripple in this platform, right? You could use Robinhood. You could use Fidelity. You could use a brokerage account which allows for you to buy crypto. But keep in mind that some cryptos might not be available on those blockchains, on those apps, on those brokerage apps, right? Like I know right now on Robinhood, you cannot buy Ripple XRP. If you want to buy Ripple XRP, you have to go to Coinbase, right? We're going to leave a link down in the description. It's my invite link. If you want to join Coinbase, make sure to use it. I'm not sure what rewards they got going on, but if they have rewards, we'll both benefit from it. But yeah, if you guys want to start an account with Coinbase, make sure to check them out. But essentially, if you want to buy Ripple, you have to buy it through Coinbase. You can't buy it through any other brokerage account because they won't allow it, just because of the current lawsuit. And speaking from our personal opinion, again, not financial advice, Ripple is looking like the number one crypto by the end of the year, and maybe even in 2025. Who knows? But just a short and sweet podcast for you guys, just to get the new people that have these basic questions answered, and to get them to, maybe get motivated to get their feet wet, to take a risk at their own risk. But with that being said, all money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't be a little bitch.